The previous set of videos, we learned about the various intermolecular forces. We started with dispersion forces, then moved on to dipole-dipole forces, then induced dipole forces, followed by hydrogen bonding. In this video, we are going to be talking about thermal energy. So molecules in basically solids, liquids or gases are going to be in constant motion. So let's for example, take the three states of matter. This is solid and liquids are obviously going to be farther apart and gases are very far apart. Now these molecules are in constant motion, okay, but like see, in gases they will move freely. In liquids, to an extent, there'll be a free motion, whereas in solids, they'll be so close, they don't have space to move, they start to vibrate in the same position. So they'll keep moving in the same position. So in all these three states, molecules do move, or they do have some amount of motion. So the thermal energy is the energy of molecules due to the motion or movement of its atom or molecules. So the energy which is created due to the movement of molecules or atoms, that is called as thermal energy. Now take a minute and think about which state of matter will have the highest. So in gases, the atoms or molecules can move freely. Okay, so the amount of thermal energy in gases will be the highest than liquids, than solids. So liquids will have a higher thermal energy than solids. Gases will have a higher thermal energy than liquids. This is because of the ability of the free movement of the molecules of atoms present in solids, liquids and gases. Now, in thermal energy, the thermal energy is actually directly proportional to temperature. So generally when there is an increase in temperature, the thermal energy also increases. Increases. For example, let's take interconversion of states of matter. Now liquid can get converted to gas only in case of boiling, when there is heat supplied, when there is an increase in temperature, then these molecules convert, this state gets, let me just label it. So when energy when temperature is increased, then liquid is going to get converted to gas. So when there is an increase in temperature, the thermal energy is also increasing. It's very obvious, right? Liquid to gas, there is an increase in temperature, and obviously there is an increase in the thermal energy. The next one is the thermal energy is actually the measure of the average kinetic energy of the particle. So it's basically responsible for the movement, and this movement of particles is also called as thermal motion. So in this video we had discussed about thermal energy. All the particles, despite it being in solid, liquid or gaseous state, are in constant movement or motion. In solids, they vibrate about their mean position. In liquids, they have certain extent where they can move, and in gases, they move very freely. Thermal energy is the energy which is produced due to the movement of these particles. So gases have the highest thermal energy compared to liquids and solids, and liquids have it higher than solids. And the thermal energy increases with increase in temperature. With that, we're done with thermal energy. In the next video, we will be comparing the two, intermolecular forces as well as thermal energy. Do check it out.